Hi Dollar Divas, welcome back to my channel. So I've had some requests to do a full face of makeup from Five Below. And so I'm super excited that I have a haul to share with you today from Five Below. I went yesterday and picked up just about a full face of makeup. Some of it is their dollar items that I've been hearing about, and some of it is like some dupe items that they have. Then the rest of it is just kind of some things I found interesting. So of course, if you're a returning Dollar Diva, thank you so much for coming back for another video. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Jessica and I'm basically a bargain makeup channel. I like to do a lot of the same fun content that other makeup channels do. I just like to try to keep it in the bargain price point. So the closer to $1, the better. So I do hope you'll subscribe and become part of our Dollar Diva family here on YouTube. And so yeah, I'm super excited to show you what I picked up and swatch. We'll swatch everything. So yes, without any further chit chat, let's just go ahead and get into today's video. So I'll get a couple just random items out of the way. So I love to wear pink sugar to work. It's just like, I don't know, it's just like my scent that I like to wear when I'm in work. And I usually find it at TJ Maxx and Marshall's. And when I can't, I like to get the stuff at Five Below. They have a couple different dupes. Well, the last time I bought a dupe, it doesn't really smell like it. It must be a dupe for something else. I still have it in work. I just wear it, you know, spray it on every now and again, so I use it up. But I found the one that I do like from them. It comes in this container, and I can't figure out for the life of me how to get this. I got nails yesterday too. That's actually why I was over by Five Below. My nail salon is there. So this one here is it's called Pink Candy Limited Edition, and it smells really good as well. It smells a little different than pink sugar, but it's very reminiscent. So for $5, I just picked that up while I was there. And then I was really needing another stippling brush. I've got this one here from e.l.f. that I found at Dollar Tree a while back, and CVS like didn't have any stippling brushes. So I bought like a liquid blush brush online from Amazon, but when I was in Five Below, they had stippler brushes. I call them stippling. I guess it's stippler. And this one's from Moda. I actually recently bought another one of these glitter, like these glitter applicators with the same type of handle, so I could have one at work, one here at home, one at work. And so yeah, this is just, and it's got a very similar handle. So I'm gonna take this into work. I like to use a damp blender, but I've been having a little bit of trouble with that in work, so I was like, let me get another stippling brush, because I like to have one here at home for when I film as well. So picked up one of those. So now onto the makeup, y'all. So you know, they always have an LA Colors and an LA Girl display at Five Below. And I was kind of looking at both. So for my lashes, LA Colors had Dramatilash, y'all, half lashes. I have not seen these at Dollar Tree. I've been loving a halfling lash, and I've been really liking Ionis. And I love LA Colors Dramatilashes. They're actually my favorite lashes from the Dollar Tree. And so I saw that they had a few different styles of half lashes, so I picked them up. So this one here is lifted volume, and this one's lifted length. It doesn't tell you the style. It's got a mink effect. They're just numbered. It looks like these are 9037 and these are 9038. So picked those up. Excited to try them when we do a try-on video with these products. This was in the dollar section. It doesn't really have a brand on it, but it's just this glow and bronzer. It's a highlighter and bronzer palette. Nothing super fancy. Now, there was a lot of stuff really picked through at my Five Below. So there were things I would have loved to have had that they just didn't have. So I bought what I could. And a lot of things were open to, y'all, like, I get it, like lots of young people go to Five Below, but it's so annoying. And I will not buy something if it's like been tampered with. This has definitely not been tampered with. I can hardly get into it. I was doing it wrong. Now the bronzer and the highlight, they look really good. What I'm a little nervous is that you can see it's like very glittery, that highlighter. I'm kind of wondering if it's gonna be a spray or if it's gonna be super glittery. Okay, I think that's actually a little bit of a spray. Oh, it's pretty, it's very pigmented. The bronzer is really pigmented and really creamy as well. It's very warm. We will see, y'all. The highlighter is very pigmented, so we'll definitely be trying this. Let me know if you picked this up at Five Below and what you think. This was also in the dollar area. It's the eyebrow powder. It contains 5 brow stencils and a mini brush along with the eyebrow powder. Okay, that's pretty legit. So it's got this little eyebrow powder, the brush. You get like a dark and a medium shade. The dark shade, it actually doesn't look too warm. And then you've got the stencils here, y'all. I have something I used to have, I don't have it anymore, that I bought years ago from Sally's, I think. And it was from Ardell, and it was like brow stencils, and I don't think I ever used them, you guys. So see, you've got your brow stencils here. You get different shapes and stuff. I don't know how much I'll use those, honestly. Probably should, but I didn't realize it even came with them. Then it's got the brow powder. You get like a dual powder. Oh, ooh, okay. So, okay, I will definitely have to use the darker shade. It looks very cool though, which is nice. That's the lighter shade. You can barely even see it on my skin, y'all. It, I don't even know if I can get it to show up. It's very, taupe. I don't know if that's the right word. I don't know who that would even work for. Maybe someone who's really, really, really light. So I'll definitely be using the darker one for my eyebrows. And then of course they give you this little brush, which is super cute. So we will definitely be trying that soon. That's a good little value though for $1, you know, to get the powder and the brush and the stencils if you use that kind of thing. But we'll see. We'll see kind of how it pans out. And then they have a W7 display. They were out of some stuff. But I was able to get a few items. These are kind of like those dupe items. This is the W7 Honolulu Bronzing Powder. Obviously, it's supposed to be a dupe for the Benefit Hula Bronzer, which I had years ago. And now they make like they have the original, and then they have like a lighter and a darker. Hula Bronzer was one of those products that I bought because at the time, it was really hard to find a matte bronzer. And that was matte. So now since then, you know, you can get matte bronzers at Dollar Tree now, but at the time you couldn't. So it was one of those things you had to splurge on if you wanted. So it comes up, instead of like going like this, it comes off, and then you do get a brush, which is kind of useless for bronzer. But you know, the Benefit ones come with a brush. It's cute. It's got a little flower in it, which is going to go away. But so that's how it looks on my skin. Mind you, I'm not super tan at the moment, but it looks like a nice neutral bronzer. So definitely let me know what you think if you've tried this. I'm definitely excited to try it. And then some more W7 products. I decided to go with this Afterglow Blush and Highlight Kit. It's a blush and highlighter. It's Afterglow. What would this be what would this be a dupe for, y'all? Is it Charlotte Tilbury or Tarte? Definitely let me know. I should have done my research before I did this video. I'm always asking y'all questions though. You guys help me out so much. I feel like it's either gonna be Charlotte Tilbury or maybe Stila or Tarte. But look at that. So the packaging's like really pretty. It does look very like high end. And look at that, y'all. That's really beautiful. It's not really gonna be a blush, I don't think. It's gonna end up being more of a highlighter like on my skin tone. Oh, I don't know. I might be able to get away with the blush. So there they are all swatched individually. I might be able to try that as a blush. If I try it as a blush, I probably won't use the highlighters, but that looks really pretty. Of course, you could swirl it all around, but it's really beautiful. We'll just have to kind of see. So then I thought this was interesting. This is the W7 24K Prime. It's the Priceless Primer Serum. So this is probably a dupe for something as well. It's this like primer serum, and it claims to have flecks of real 24 karat gold. For the money that you pay, I don't know that that's true, but yeah, let me know if you know what this is a dupe for, because I have no idea. So I've been loving like a primer serum. Doesn't seem to have a smell. Let's see what it feels like. It seems rich. I got a little fleck of the gold there too on my hand. Yeah, no real smell. It seems very like rich. I'll definitely be excited to try that. Might not be something like for oily skin, but yeah, we'll definitely be trying it. Definitely let me know if you've tried it and what you think. Then another W7 product. This is the Thick Drips Lip Gloss. They had several different shades. Again, I'm sure this is a dupe for something because this is a dupe company, W7. A little bit of a scent. It's got a little bit of color. This is the shade Spotlight, but here's the product. I didn't even show you guys. A couple different shades. That is what the shade looks like. So it's really a clear gloss, but it's got a little bit of a coral undertone. It's got some little gold specks in it too. Might be a little sticky. I don't know. We'll have to see. Only thing I did not find was foundation, concealer, and powder. But I've got everything else. So I forgot that I actually bought a blush as well. I didn't have confidence in this being a good blush. So I went over to the LA Girl display and got a blush from them. This is the Just Blushing blush. It's in Just Peachy. So we'll use this as blush and this is highlighter. I didn't even remember what all I bought, y'all. So shade, they had a couple different shades. I thought this was a really pretty shade, like for my skin tone. Just kind of a nice peach. So we will definitely be trying this out when we do our full face. And I got 3 more items. So they in the dollar section, they had some liquid shadows. They had a couple different shades. This is the one that stood out to me. This is the cream liquid shadow. This is an icy blue. They had like a pink shade. Then I think they had like kind of like a coppery type of shade. Packaging is actually like super cute. I love the shade. And I knew I would get like a lot of use out of this shade too. Look at that, it looks really, really nice. I've got high hopes for this. Looks to be like a good size container too. So yeah, I really, really like that. So definitely excited to try that. And just for the record, I have the receipt here. I spent $54.33 at Five Below after taxes. They had like 2 palettes for $5, like in a set, but I wasn't really excited about it. So I went over to the, you know, where they have the LA Girl and the Wet n Wild and the LA Colors stuff. And I just picked up this little LA Colors Charming Beauty palette. This is in the shade Charming, and I thought it was kind of an interesting color story. There's like a duochrome in here. Yeah, this color story really stood out to me. So here they all are. They're swatched really nice. That's a duochrome right there. You see that brown with like the green shift. That shade there is gorgeous. I'm very excited to try this, you guys. So yeah, like I said, I thought that just seemed very interesting to me and stood out to me. So we'll be using that when we do our makeup look. So last but not least, I have a liquid liner. This is the W7 II Captain liquid liner in black, of course. Again, I'm sure this is a dupe for something. Definitely let me know. Looks to be very, very pigmented. The applicator is kind of one of those, you know, I sometimes like those, sometimes don't. Just depends on, you know, just depends on the product and a bunch of other factors. But so yeah, definitely excited to try that. So like I said, I've got an almost full face of makeup here from Five Below that we will be trying soon. Again, let me know what products you have tried, what you like, what you don't like, and let me know some of these W7 products. Let me know what they're dupes for, because like I said, only one I really know for sure is the bronzer. So definitely let me know down below in the description box. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.